Previously on Steins Gate. I pinned Lukaku's arms to reach for his package. Oh god. Show me that dick. Oh god. Let's see where you're hiding down. Nothing. I feel around some. Oh god. Maybe if I slide further. No.
And now back to fucking up history.
Hello. This is NicoB. Back with some more Steins Gate. When we last left off, we continued to just fuck up history as much as we can because we're fucking stupid. apparently NicoB doesn't know the meaning of the word moderation, because fucking hell, like he's just like wow, I appear to have fucked up time a lot. I have gotten rid of the entire otaku district. Now everything's electronics. Man, maybe I should stop. He should think. But no, instead I'm just gonna keep going, plowing forward like a fucking doodle. And oh my god. And we did just do something to prevent Suzuha from probably returning to the future. I still think Dara's gonna be in her dad or something. That's the reason why. I'm guessing she must have seen him there, I guess. I mean, did she know that we were gonna come pick her up? I don't know, but maybe she just, it was because we invited her to the party she felt better. I'm not entirely sure. If she knows that, like, if Dara ended up being her dad, that it would be him. But then we had some crazy dream, Mayuri meeting us in some fucking crazy, like 65 million years ago or something, and Mayuri's like, hey, how's it going? How's it going, NicoB? We're just chilling out here in the middle of fucking nowhere now, we're gonna die together! You know, it's like, oh my god, so much weird shit. I'm almost wondering if that really wasn't actually a memory of a part of him that did that, like that's actually gonna happen, or like a memory of a side of him from that disappeared during Convergence or something, you know? If that makes any sense. Anyhoodle, I must have fallen asleep sometime around noon. What a horrible nightmare. Guess that threatening email I got is still weighing on my mind. Still, Mayuri had to save me, even in a dream. That's unacceptable. I'm the one who saves her. That's the way it should be. Besides, Mayuri's not smart enough to talk about time travel like that. I sit up and look around the room. She's right where I expect to find her. In front of a TV watching a Ryanet Kakaru DVD. On the screen, the Upa riding Kakuru's shoulder is screaming something unintelligible. Yay, I love this part. It's my favorite show ever. I wish I had an Upa. Look at her sitting there all spaced out. Yuri needs my protection. Oh, I love Mayuri. She's my favorite person in the whole wide world. That dream was wrong. So you say. I chug out Dr. P and check my phone. God, I love the taste of people in the morning. No new emails. I sent Teeter a mail several hours ago just to make sure that he really isn't Suzuha's father. He hasn't replied yet. Just curious. Wait, no, back, ding dong. I'll see the mail that he sent. Do you have a daughter named Suzuha, or do you know someone named Beryl Teeter? If you do, contact me. She's looking for you. Obviously, Dara and the others don't know that I changed the past. What the balls? This is Yoin Kyoma.
Nyan! It's Ferris Nyan.
Oh, it's you, Akia Ramiho.
Yeah, who's that, Nyan?
I just love it, like, she's always just like, she's just super fucking horny all the time. Or like she comes across that way. I could have sworn her real name was Akia Ramiho. Don't tell me, because the email I've changed that too. No, she's just lying to you.
Ferris is Ferris now. I don't have any other names, yeah.
Yeah, right, your true name is Ferris. My apologies. Of course, she's just being her usual self. Well, what is it? Ferris is calling me, might be about the IBM Video 100s. She did promise to help us find one.
You've been too conspicuous, Nya. The cat's out of the bag, and now you're trapped, Nya.
Ha! Or Ferris's usual nonsense.
The four guardians have awakened, Nya. There's no escape, Nya.
Is that so? If you think the Guardian Kings can stop me, just wait and see. He will be drowning in blood before nightfall.
After the four guardians, kings are the four guardian queens, yeah. After that, it's the 8 devils and the Black Angel 12, yeah.
Oh my god. Ferris is so. I love it. I just love how she just goes with this bullshit and just buys every fucking second of it. There's that many. What's going on in this town?
You really stirred up a hornet's nest, yeah. I'm sorry, Kyo, this is checkmate, Jan.
No, it's not over yet. If I can just acquire the item, I can turn the tide. Have you still not located an IBM 5100?
Sorry, now. I have agents looking all over the world, but still no luck, yeah.
But she has no progress to report. Please hurry, I'm running out of time.
Okay, now, I'll tell you as soon as I find one, Kyoma. Until then, hold on to your line. 9 lives, Neon.
Yeah, can't tell you yet. Else I could... Oh. She didn't let me say my tagline. Check it before I can finish. Fuck. Damn it. So I hate talking to Ferris. She just doesn't get it. It's the right way of doing it. She's not doing it right. Anyway, moving on. I like this, oh, now it's like a string version. They're playing a piano version of the title screen song, which sounded really cool. Now, that's like a strings version. That's when you know shit is about to start going down. This time around, my search for the IBM 5100 is going poorly. Actually, I'm supposed to consider myself lucky for having found one so easily the first time. I mean, the IBM 5100 is practically an urban legend. There are people who, like Ueko, spent months searching for no success. Last time, it barely took me 3 days to reach Yanobayashi Shrine, almost as if something was guiding me there. It was fate. No, it was the choice of Steins Gate. That's why its loss is so painful.
Guess that's why they call it the Phantom PC.
Or sitting at his computer, like always.
I read on Channel that some collectors will pay millions of yen to buy one. IBM 5100s are serious business, man.
They have that high a premium. People must know their secret. They're all after the data in CERN's mainframe.
I don't get it. How come they're so expensive? I mean, I guess they were pretty expensive to begin with. Looks like one cost about $20,000 back in the day.
$20,000? That is expensive.
Anyway, I can't believe it's so hard to find one. Sure, it was nice to machine. It was a nice machine for its time, but only for its time. You have to be crazy to want one now. Maybe it's one guy buying them all up.
The hardest thing is to obtain the stronger the desire for it becomes. That's how people are. Yep, just look at collector shit. That's exactly how I feel now. In the depths of CERN, completely isolated from the outside, lies a database coded with an IBM 5100. What secrets are sleeping there? Could it contain the data from CERN's time machine research? Could there be proof that the Committee of 300 exists? The desire to grow stronger by the day. I'm almost wondering that dream he had where he said that the people sent him back in time or something as like punishment, I guess. I wonder if that's like CERN, at least in his mind. I can't tell if what he saw there was something that had really happened to like another version of himself or just his imagination or what. It's not just about plunging the world into chaos anymore. We need the power to oppose CERN's evil ambitions. And then there's that threatening email to consider. I was confident that CERN won't find us, but I can't afford to take that for granted. After all, we're up against the brightest minds in the world, the scientists who invented the World Wide Web. And they're backed by a secret organization more powerful than any nation. We're way out of our league here. They'd have no trouble at all crushing our puny lab if they desired. That's why we need a trump card to hold against them. Without an IBM 5100, we can't move forward. I'm getting restless.
Whoa, what's this?
Dar suddenly looks forward to stare at his monitor. What's wrong?
But there's no way that's right.
What are you talking about? Explain.
Well, I'm pulling data off the server, looking for a way to gain root access. And these files are downloading crazy fast. I mean, we're talking light speed here. It's hard to believe, but for some reason this area has direct fiber optic line to CERN. Several lines even.
Direct, what do you mean?
I mean, there's literally a fiber optic cable running from underneath this building to CERN's headquarters in France.
What? What? How the fuck is that possible? Is that strange?
Yeah?
Doro calls up the National Assembly of France's website. Then he brings up the command prompt and hammers out some commands.
Have a look. This is the route we use to visit the National Assembly of France's site. It starts from our IP address. From there, it passes through various relays in Japan, jumps to France, and bounces around for a while before finally reaching the National Assembly site. It takes 16 steps total to get there. The average transfer rate is about 300 milliseconds. That's normal for an overseas connection. In other words, there's a route we have to take to get to France from Japan. Everyone takes the same route. Other countries are the same. Even browsing domestically takes about 10 steps. Now let's try CERN.
Doro calls up CERN's homepage on the browser. Then he displays the route like last time. The result. There's only one step. Oh my god. That's
Weird. That seems like a setup. Unlike before, the signal doesn't pass through any intermediate servers. The PC we're using, its registered name is Akihabara underscore PC, is connected directly to CERN in France. And the transfer rate is 100 times better than usual. Crazy fast. You can't even get these numbers domestically, man. Why do we have a direct line? Is this even possible? It was like this when we found it. I didn't do anything. So the building already had a hotline to CERN. This can't be coincidence. It might be the choice of stop. It doesn't make sense. Why would there be an independent line running from here all the way to CERN? I was so excited he interrupted me. No Japanese or French telecommunication company was set up to something like this, which means CERN did it themselves. Dar gulps and nods. Cold sweat oozes from his brow. We're watching you. That's what he means. They can fucking see them right now, probably. I feel it chill as well. CERN might be able to see everything we're doing. No, maybe. Maybe CERN's been expecting us for years. How could that be? The answer's simple. John Titor claims that CERN completed their time machine in 2034. Just 2 years later, the world is a dystopia under their rule. Maybe the CERN of 2034 considers our opposition in 2010 a threat. Maybe they use their time machine to travel to 2000 and install a fiber optic cable to track our every move. It's entirely possible. Has the invention of the time machine started an intertemporal war? If so, what can we do? Enemy might be stronger than I can imagine. No, I mustn't lose heart. I need to think positive. Well, thanks to this direct line, we can now control the LHC remotely. You figured out how?
Wow, it's amazing, Daru-kun.
Mary pauses her DVD and comes up beside me. With a connection this fast, we can control the LHC practically in real time. I haven't actually tried it yet, though. That's right. Even if this is some kind of CERN trap, we might be able to make use of it. They're still vulnerable to our attack.
The LHC is that 20-kilometer long tunnel thing, right? What does it do again?
It accelerates protons and smashes them together.
Oh yeah, many black holes, right?
The official line is that many black holes might manifest as a byproduct of the particle collision, but that's not the truth. According to the top secret documents we found, the LHC was intended to create black holes from the very beginning. But we still don't know exactly how they do it. We need to think of a way to...
NicoB.
Greaser suddenly emerged from the development room. She was cooped up in there all morning. Her expression is unusually grave. What's wrong?
I figured it out.
Figured out what out?
I think I know how the fun wave works.
Oh. Okay, sweet. Really? Greaser nods. She still hasn't smiled.
Keep in mind that this is just a hypothesis based on what we've observed. It's closely related to what you guys were thinking about, the LHC.
I believe it was you, Christina, who called the LHC the world's largest microwave.
Yes, exactly. My hunch was right. You've created a monster, NicoB.
A monster?
It doesn't belong in some amateur lab. Before you take that as an endorsement of your abilities, I mean it in a bad way.
Greaser clutches her arm as if to keep from trembling. Give me details.
Did you know the microwave oven was intended as a byproduct of the radar research?
Dara and I nod. Mary shakes her head.
No.
We heard up all that back then. We read all that back then. The phone wave exchange started acting weird.
Microwaves are electromagnetic waves with a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. The phone wave is commercial grade, so its output is around 1,500 to 2,000 watts. Here's the important part.
Greaser goes on to explain that the electromagnetic waves output by the microwave was somehow connected to the electromagnetic waves output by the phone. In fact, you could say they fused together. According to Daru's blueprints, the microwave and the phone are made to send out shared electromagnetic waves by taking their leads and hardwiring each of them to the magnetron's cathode and anode. The magnetron. Is that a type of vacuum tube used in microwave ovens and radar? Produces strong microwaves. Oh, okay. On one hand, we have ionic rays, super strong electromagnetic waves, originally a byproduct of the military's research into radar technology. On the other hand, we have the cell phone's standardized electromagnetic waves, a frequency now ubiquitous throughout the world. What happens when you fuse those two waves?
Both devices use electromagnetic waves. I'm not a specialist, though, so I can't examine the extent or magnitude of the influence the fusion has. But hypothetically, if the cell phone were to become a stepping stone, scattering the military electromagnetic waves over a vast range of hundreds of kilometers, that not just Akihabara, but all of Tokyo would turn into the inside of a microwave oven. Taking into account slight variance due to body weight, the average time until death for people inside would be 3 minutes. Eh?
Seriously? Then the phone wave is a weapon of mass destruction, isn't it?
Is it really that powerful?
Let me tell you what happens inside the foam wave. The air inside the oven is full of invisible hydrogen atoms. First, it bombards the atoms with microwaves to increase their energy potential. This is the normal function of a microwave. But when you add the electromagnetic waves from the phone, the harmonics trigger a chain reaction. The particles collide repeatedly at near light speed, gaining mass and energy each time. In other words, it becomes a sort of particle accelerator.
A particle accelerator? It's literally the same as the LHC. So if the LHC was created to generate many black holes, and the phone wave needs to change, it must also produce many black holes. Kurisu doesn't deny it.
It's a miracle that thing has been so stable. But there's still one thing I don't understand. If it does produce many black holes, they should evaporate instantly. But that's not what happens in the phone wave. The jellification phenomenon proves that. Just like in the LHC, our many black holes are turning into curved black holes.
According to Teeter, you have to inject electrons to produce the black hole effect.
Where do the injected electrons come from? That's what I don't understand. The LHC uses something called a lifter to inject electrons in the black hole and control the gravitational field. Something is filling that role inside the phone wave.
Huh. Oh, that's gotta be from the CRTs, right? That's gotta be it, and that's why... So that, it is, it's what we were thinking, right? Because when the shop closes, all of the CRTs, I guess, are turned off. Although, honestly, I mean, are they all turned on when the shop is open? But that's gotta be where the electrons are coming from. Part-time work, once self.
So you pretend to be someone you're not. Ultimately, however, there's no escape the contradiction between your false self and the real you. It's a paradox. Paradox can't hold. I tried to tell myself that I didn't need anyone, that foreign bombs would only hurt, but somehow I ended up joining a circle of friends. I still don't know if it was for the best. No, I'm sure it was. Without you, I would have given up on ever found my dad. I don't know why I wrote all this. I guess all I'm trying to say is thanks.
Oh, well, that's nice. Are we sharing confessions now? Be careful to whom you expose your innermost feelings. They may use them against you.
I love you.
Yeah, whatever. Don't care.
Something.
Like I said, I don't know what.
So I guess that's what it comes down to. All Crazy's explanation does confirm our hypothesis that the phone wave in such a change functions the same as the LHC. Looks like we need to review what the LHC is. It's time for our LHC Moe Guide Shide.
LHC stands for Large Hadron Collider.
Hadron? It's the name of an elementary particle.
The LHC is basically a huge circular tunnel underneath Switzerland and France. It sits about 100 meters below ground and has a total length of 27 kilometers.
That just blows my mind. That's crazy.
There are 2 rings that run through the tunnel. Inside the rings is a low temperature vacuum. An environment like outer space, basically. Seriously, Moe.
It's so adorable for some reason.
In an adjacent facility, protons are gradually accelerated by the linear accelerator, the proton synchrotron booster, and the super proton synchrotron. Finally, they're injected in the LHC where they undergo their final acceleration via a series of superconducting magnets installed in the tunnel. By now, they're traveling up to 99.9% the speed of light. That's enough to melt your brain. Not as dangerously as a phone wave, though. Finally, the accelerated protons collide approximately 1 to 10 billion times per second. The purpose of the LHC is to study the high-energy reactions as a result, or so they say. We know they're a bunch of stinking liars.
I guess that about covers it. And that, my fellow members, brings us to the question. Can the phone wave in such a change beat CERN to true physical time travel?
2 problems. One, setting the destination. 2, the lifter.
We've already established that the D-mill arrives precisely when and where it's supposed to.
It's dangerous to accept that without verification.
Agreed. As for the lifter, we already know it exists. We just need to figure out what it is.
I don't know I don't think we're going to find it. The phone wave's not exactly big, and we've been poking at it for days without turning up a clue. If we do find it, it'll take forever to learn how to tune the electron feed properly.
How long is forever?
CERN's been working on it for 9 years and they still haven't solved it.
We're just amateurs, so it's bound to take even longer. Wait, I have an idea. Let's look at it from a different angle. CERN tried to send people back in time, but they couldn't get the electron feed right. The singularities were not naked. It's the same with the fun wave needs to change. You can only send 36 bytes of data safely, otherwise you get a jelly man. Let's consider the problem in reverse. What if we can convert a human to data, then compress that data into 36 bytes? We can send the person through the ring singularity just like a D-mail, couldn't we?
Convert a human to data? That's not even possible, man.
Oh, whoops. That was him.
That's not even possible, man. And if we were, they'd bury like exabytes of data or something. You want to compress that into 36 bytes? Are you high? Yeah, I'm pretty sure WinRAR would not be able to do that.
I thought it was a good idea. I guess it's not that easy. The barriers to time travel are just too high. I turned to Karisu, meaning to ask her opinion, and then I realized that her expression has changed dramatically. Her eyes are as wide as saucers, and her mouth is hanging open.
Of course. If it works, then maybe.
She paused for a second, then...
Maybe we can do it.
Huh? Do what? Time travel? It's hard to believe what Karisu's saying, even though it was my idea in the first place. Are you serious? I'm not high? Karisu grins triumphantly in response.
The data compression part, at least, is easy. We can use the black holes created by the LHCs, since black holes compress everything they swallow. Compression won't harm data like it would harm a human, as long as we're just sending data, there's nothing to worry about.
I get it. But wait, can we really pull off such a stunt? And besides, how do you plan to convert humans into data?
You know that my thesis got published, right?
There's no time to laud your accomplishments.
Have you read it?
I haven't.
I've got
scans. You want to read it?
Dara opens up his image folder and scrolls down past tons of TD porn and opens up the scan image. Which is just Karisu and 2D... Which is just 2D porn of Karisu.
Oh, sorry, I didn't... yeah, just... Sorry, I photoshopped your face onto, never mind.
I'm gonna kill you later.
Sure enough, there's Karisu's name in big English letters.
Title of my thesis is...
I'm just reading through some of the... It's like... If it's like any of the other ones, it's gonna be horribly translated in this back. This thesis, even if it is possible, each man's making to data is possible, it is making each man's memory data. The possibility is bold, and it discusses it in detail. The research and study are that credibility is very high, and it is... Wow, what a professional research paper this is.
Oh my god, this girl's a genius.
And it's certainly only impossible in a present technology and knowledge that
Analysis of memory-related nerve impulses in the temporal lobe.
Temporal lobe, nerve impulses.
What, you didn't know?
No, wait, this can't be right. This sounds like neuroscience, not physics.
I'm a neuroscientist. Got a problem?
What? I can't believe it. From the way she talks about particle accelerators and time travel theory, I was sure she had to be a physicist. No, forget about that. How is this related to time travel?
Converting an entire human into data is impossible. But converting a human's memories may be possible.
Converting memories to data. Research proceeds to explain her thesis. Memories accumulate in something called the parohippocampal gyrus, or the hippocampus, which is located in the temporal lobe of the brain. Right? What exactly are memories? Research's thesis analyzes the question from a neuroscientific perspective. All the brain's functions manifest as electrical signals running through the brain and through its neurons. Even memories are written to the hippocampus by electrical signals. Research analyzed how specific electrical signals correspond to specific memories. The mechanism by which humans recall memories can be likened to a word association game. Begin with a vague abstract image which calls successive images of increasing clarity.
Imagine a chest of drawers. Each drawer is filled with tiny boxes, and inside each box is another box of tiny boxes. You keep opening boxes until you find the memory you're looking for.
Researchers discovered that the number of retrieval commands, nerve impulses used to search up memories, is surprisingly low. Out of hundreds of millions of nerve impulse patterns in the brain, only a few thousand are related to memory. Wow. It's kind of wild. It was a successful analysis of these patterns that earned Karisu and her research team critical acclaim in the scientific community.
Before you ask how this relates to time travel, there's one more thing I need to explain. Several years ago, my lab, the Neurophysiology Lab at Victor Condoria University, developed a technology called visual rebuilding, or VR for short.
Really? You gave it the acronym VR? I'm pretty sure that's already been taken. Not virtual reality.
Put it simply, it enables conversion of video data into nerve impulse signals. Used in reverse, it can also convert nerve impulses into video data or any other kind of electronic data.
You know, I think this is actually a thing. It's just like, it's taking like your neural impulses and almost making like a image or something out of it, right? Like, so like, I think, I don't know. I think this is sort of borderline science fiction though too. I've seen it sort of. I think it's not quite worked out totally right yet, but there are experiments with it, and they're like getting close to where you can almost like, you can create a picture of what a person's thinking or something, you know, like some kind of crazy shit like that, man.
So we combine VR technology with my research. Do you see where I'm going?
No way.
We convert memories into data.
Not just that, memory transplantation, backups, external storage, all those things become possible.
It's like science fiction. In a sense, this technology could be used to copy a person's soul. According to Kurisu, some religious groups strongly oppose this research, as you might expect. On the other hand, the medical community is ecstatic about the possibilities. In any case, it's amazing that my assistant here was able to make such an incredible discovery. Of course, she did have a university supporting her, but still. So basically, what you're saying is that we convert the subject's memories into video data. Use the LHC's black hole to compress that data into 36 bytes. Which, I mean, come on, that would be a lot of data, though. Into 36 bytes? How in the fucking test goes, I can barely compress the videos I upload to YouTube into, like, less than a fucking gigabyte. Send that data through the Kara black hole inside of the phone wave, they said a change. And finally, imprint those memories on the subject's brain in the past.
What does that mean? We can send our memories back in time. In order to differentiate from physical time travel, let's call it a time leap for now. You don't go back, just your memories. So crazy that nobody's thought of it before.
She's right, the idea is ridiculous, which is exactly why none of the geniuses at CERN could come up with it. This union of physics, neuroscience, and neurophysiology will make the impossible possible. Transfer memories of the past via cell phone to time leap.
The important thing to remember is not only memories are being transferred, personality and consciousness aren't included.
Yeah, so... But what would it be transferred to exactly?
You know, like, would there be like a fake endoskeleton of a human or something? We'll upload our memories into it, or like a robot or something.
What does that mean? How is that different from what you see in sci-fi novels?
Time leaping in sci-fi usually sends everything, consciousness, personality, and memory. But in real life, there's probably too much data. Besides, we only analyze memories. Thinking of consciousness, personality, and memory as separate things. Memories are like the video data stored on your computer. And consciousness and personality are like the OS.
But videos can take up more space than the OS.
It's just an example. For starters, it's not clear where personality and consciousness are located or how they are constructed. So we can't convert them into data, or at least I can't.
So we can only send memories. Where does that leave us?
Your memories aren't the only thing that define you. Even if you send your memories to the past, will be the receiving use consciousness and personality that processes them.
So in Windor's terms, it's like copying data from a Vista computer to a Mid-95 computer.
Ah ha ha! I can't believe they can't use the same Vista. I can't believe that's not. It's like they changed to Mid-95, you know, from Windows 95, but Vista's still the same name. And oh, Mindor's, is it Windows terms? Is that what he's saying? The most widely used operating system in the world. Yeah, it is.
Data created with the latest OS might not work on an older OS and might cause errors. For example, if you send your current memories to yourself in elementary school, the gap between your memories and your body could have serious consequences.
Anyway, is it correct to assume that they will be targeting ourselves in the past?
Risu nods
my question.
just like with email, we're using cell phones as the transfer medium. To be precise, you can only leap in your own body, and only if you had a cell phone at the time of reception.
Well, that's fucking wild, dude.
Oh my god! I see. So that probably means that what these dreams I'm having are real, right? Because I'm getting the memories of these other guys, right? There was an exception in Lukaku's case where we sent an email to a pager, but that doesn't apply to time leaping.
If you try sending memories to someone else, how do I put this? There's a danger that the electrical signals might be rejected.
Wouldn't want to jump into someone else's body. I mean, unless it's the body of a cute girl.
Is this guy capable of non-perverted thought?
Nope.
Don't harm me, you idiot. If it just bounces off, that's fine, but I'm worried incompatible memory data might do serious damage to the recipient's psyche. I don't know what might happen, and no one's done it before after all.
That makes us pioneers. I like it.
There are two things I do know. One, you definitely cannot go back before you were born, and two, you won't exist in two places at once. That means you don't have to worry about causing a paradox. You can't kill your parents before you were born.
So the phone acts like a black and white holes. Seems like strange coincidence that cell phones would be the medium of time travel, but really could it have been anything else? These days people wear their phones like a second skin. No other medium could reliably deliver the memories to their intended target. The more I think about it, the more I realize that this was meant to be. Ha ha ha! I put my phone in place in my ear. It's me. Everything is falling into place. The plan can now proceed to the final stage. I'm talking about Operation Verdandi, obviously. Hey, Christina has had me fooled. I never knew she was capable of this. It must have been the choice of Steins gate that sent her here. Don't worry, I have everything under control. Nothing can stop us now. El Sai Kanguru. Put my phone away and turn to Kurisu. Were you listening? Good. Commence preparations for Operation Verdandi.
First explain what the fuck that is!
We're going to build your old time leap machine, Christina, and you better not say it can't be done. Now you're showing me the way.
Well, this is Akihabara. I should be able to find the parts I need.
This is decided. I'm placing you in charge of this operation. Whatever you need, ask, and it shall be yours. You need my balls, you can have them. Have my balls. Together, we shall complete the first time leap machine in human history. Risu nods. Her eyes are shining with a fierce, hungry light. As I thought, she's a scientist to the core. I down to her very boobs. Risu and Dara go home, leaving me with Muri. I thought she was hard at work on her costume, but when I look, I find her staring at the wall. Her hands have stopped moving. Muri, you're not going home? She usually doesn't stay this late. Her parents might be worried.
I was thinking about what Green and Christian were talking about earlier. I was trying to figure out what the things you said meant, but it was all so complicated, I didn't get any of it. The only thing I get is that something amazing is gonna happen.
Indeed, the world's about to change. We shall be the ones to lead humanity into the future.
You're shining, Ocarine.
Shining? What does that mean? Shining finger!
You're shining, Christian too, like two bright stars in the sky.
That must be the aura of madness you're sensing. Maha!
You know, it's been 10 days since Christian joined us. Can I tell you how I've been feeling? Since Christian became a lab member, it feels like things have really started to happen. Like we're a real lab now, you know?
I must admit, her knowledge has been a great asset. Of course, the girl genius would never have joined if not for the cunning of Hyoin Kyoma.
That's why you're shining so bright now, Ocarine. Christian really is a big help to you, I know. But I can't do anything to help.
Mary looks depressed. Oh, it's okay. You're still my little buddy. Alright, I still love you more than anybody else here.
I wish I were smart too. Then maybe I could help.
Mary. She's never expressed such a sentiment before. Is she jealous of Carisu's talents? Is there competition brewing in the lab? I sigh and walk to the window. I can't see many stars in the sky. Mary, aren't you going to look at the stars? Mary comes up beside me. We lean out the window together. It's only 9 p.m., but Akiba is already still in silence, save for the occasional car trundling by.
Back when the lab just started, before Daru-kun joined, it was like this a lot, wasn't it? All quiet, just the two of us. Why didn't you make a move?
Yeah, it was. Daru joined the lab in early May. Before that, he was unwilling to join no matter how I tried to convince him. Then he learned that the lab was just 3 minutes away from May Queen Yan Squared, and suddenly he was all future gadget lab, hell yeah! But for about a month and a half after the lab's founding, it was just me and Muri all alone.
Can we usually stay here? Is it really okay?
Muri looks at me with uncertainty in her eyes. I made her gaze firmly and then bop her lightly on the head. Don't be ridiculous. All you need to do is stay.
Just stay?
Without you, the lab would be a much less friendly place. You see how Krisu and I argue? We can be pretty stubborn, and sometimes we don't know when to stop. When it starts to get out of hand, you're always there with some ditzy, irrelevant comment to break the tension.
Are you praising me?
Of course I am. Don't worry about a thing.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Just know that you too are part of my plan. Mwahaha!
Okay, thanks, Ocarine.
Miri smiles in relief. And then her stomach rumbles.
I'm starving. I'll order up some canned Odin. You want some too?
Yeah, heat it up.
Coming right up.
Soon we are chowing down on piping hot Odin. Oh, good. I don't want Miri to feel sad, and that makes me sad. And now we're back to this place again, with the stuff on the wall that I can't figure out what the fuck it is. Next day, Miri and I go shopping at Radio Kaiken. We We have a list written by Karisu of parts for the time leap machine. Naturally, I'm paying for everything out of my own pocket. Karisu and Dara have already started work on the upgrade. Apparently, the conversion of memories into digital data requires software developed at Karisu's lab in America. So you can download the software from their dedicated server. But that's not the only thing we need. There's also some kind of brain scanning headgear that we're going to have to make ourselves. Incidentally, you have to pay extra close attention to make sure Mayuri doesn't wander off while we're shopping. If she sees some random store that interests her, she'll literally stop and stare at it for hours. She won't go inside, she'll just look at the outside of the store.
Ooh, look at that, ooh.
I keep walking, of course, only later to realize she's not behind me. Then I have to run to the store to store looking for her. It's supposed to be how parents of small children feel. Anyway, it's nothing new. Mayuri has always been like this. I'm begging you, stick with me. If you get lost in the labyrinth of technology, you'll never escape. Not with your sense of direction.
Okie dokie, I'll be careful. By the way, how's time leaping different from time travel?
Did you really hear what I just said about not wandering off? Besides, Karisu already explained the difference yesterday. Time travel means your whole body travels through time. The time leap will only send your memories to the past. It's simple.
That's actually... Yeah, it's kind of like how the girl who leapt through time worked, right? I think it was just her memories that actually went back in time.
Just memories, no personality or consciousness included. Although Karisu did mention that there was no way to be sure what might happen to your consciousness.
Oh. Does that mean you can do things with time leaps that you can't do with emails?
Emails can only send instructions to the past. The past may change or it may not. The results are unpredictable and dependent on the recipient. And when that does change, the world line is reconfigured. Everyone loses their old memories. I'm the exception, thanks to Reed Steiner. With the time leap, on the other hand, you can give your past self not just instructions, but all the memories you have right now. Or at least that's the idea.
That's interesting. So that'd be kind of cool, and then this would sort of enable other members of the research team to have what NicoB has, right? They'd be able to see changes and shit like that. Well, they just get all their memories, I guess, and then so then they would know what the future was. So yeah, it works sort of the same way.
Won't know for sure if it works until the machine is built.
So I can send a costume I'm making back to last week. I would love to have another week to prepare for Komi-ma.
That may be possible with time travel, but not with time leaping. Say you had a test last week. Now that you know the answers, you can send that knowledge to yourself and ace the test. But you couldn't go back and hand yourself a cheat sheet.
Tamichi's mind goes into Miyushi 1 week ago.
Exactly. While this conversation was going on, I've been steadily purchasing items from Karisu's shopping list.
You can't bring stuff, but you can bring your memories. I get it. But then what about Miyushi 1 week ago? Where did her memories go?
I assume they get overwritten. Oh. We haven't tested it, though, so there's no way to be sure.
I imagine it would... Okay, overridden. I was imagining it would just be, like, added onto, but your mind can only handle so many thoughts at once, which is probably where this will come into great problems.
She disappears?
Memories right now include your memories from back then, so even if it does disappear, you don't really lose anything. I guess you could say you're just adding your memories from 1 week into the future.
Did Miyushi's memories leap into Miyushi 1 week ago? What happens to Miyushi now?
Yuri asked some pretty philosophical questions today.
That's a good question. That's actually a really good question. What happens to the you that's left? Will it converge with the timeline? Will it?
I don't know. What would happen? But I guess anyone would ask the same.
Miyushi's memory jumped to the past, but my body's still here, right? What happens to me when my memories go bye-bye?
You come to an empty shell. No, that can't be right. That wouldn't make sense. My sister's device merely records your memories in memory data. In other words, it's just a backup. Your original memories are still inside you. Yeah, nothing inside the brain is lost. You don't become an empty shell. Besides, neither personality nor consciousness is transferred to begin with. Your body shouldn't become an empty shell, and your consciousness shouldn't leap either. No, wait. There's another issue here. Actually, won't you become a new Mayuri, one who receives memories from the future 1 week ago?
Yeah, so the Mayuri that's sitting in front of you then get the new memories. Because, or if assuming that the timelines converge here, and that the person sitting there gets those new memories. But does that mean it will just infinitely go onto itself again and again? Because then you would just keep performing the experiment again and again and again and again and again, right? So then you just keep getting new memories, and then you fucking explode. Boom! Not that anybody, including me, would be able to tell the difference.
Then does the Miyushi who had the normal memories before the time leap get erased by the Miyushi who repeated the week with extra memories?
This is getting complicated. That's right, she's erased. In other words, you relive the weak. You can do the same, you do the things the same, or you can do things something completely different. And keep your old memories of the week that disappeared.
And does that mean?
Cool questions keep coming. She's trying hard to understand her own ditzy way.
So I redo the week, okay? But what if I decide to go to a gay girl with my friends instead? Come to the lab today. What happens to me usually talking with Okari now?
The present would change to match the past, and this conversation would never happen.
Oh, and you wouldn't notice the difference, Okari?
Right, no one would notice.
That would be kind of sad.
For who, me?
No, for Miyushi.
I don't get what she means.
That's why Christian doesn't want to change the past.
She nods to herself with a bright smile.
Oh, I just saw something. Can you time leap into the future?
Maybe, but there wouldn't be a point. Reese and I reached that conclusion yesterday.
Yeah, because I mean, all you're doing is setting memories that you already have, that you're gonna already have in the future, unless you. Well, I guess the only benefit would be that memories that were long forgotten can be re-remembered again.
Memories you send to write the memories of your destination. If you send memories into 1 week in the future, then the future you would lose 1 week of memories.
Oh, yeah.
The whole point of time leap machine is to affect past events. We don't need to worry about the future. Besides, you're less likely to reach the future than you are the past. And that's because the future is inherently unpredictable. For example, do you think you'll have the same phone number for all eternity?
How should I know?
Exactly my point. Remember, pagers became obsolete with the advent of cell phones. Similar phones may be replaced by some other device in the future.
I always imagine that, like, something would happen. I mean, you see it a lot of times in movies and stuff, but maybe something where we actually get, like, a device implanted in, like, our heads or our brains or something. Or, you know, just so we can just, like, think of something like, I want to call this person, or something, you know? Or the use of nanomachines in our body. Like, I think that might be, like, sort of the way of the future. And that's when the machines take over and fuck it, Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out and kills everybody.
In order for the time leap to succeed, the target you must have a phone whose number you know. As long as that condition is met, there should never be a problem with the setting the destination. The real problem is what inside the phone wave, named such exchange, is acting as a lifter. Until we figure that out, we can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon at will. The phone wave named such exchange will remain incomplete. Now, on the other hand, if we can figure it out, we'll have an endless source of electrons that, unlike CERN's, needs no tuning. I'm exhilarated. The waiting subject change is evolving by the day. I don't think the name is ever going to be changed, honestly. Our invention of the time leap machine will put us light years ahead with CERN. Time travel will finally become a reality. I can't wait to try it out. They're great. My soul yearns for the taste of chaos. Chaos! I barely managed to keep from bursting out in mad laughter. I don't think it more than 1 week has passed since we first sent the first email, although that was a strange, threatening email. There remains no signs of Men in Black coming to haul us away. You know what? I just realized I haven't checked my mail today. Did I get something? No? Okay. Just making sure. Usually when there's like a new day, sometimes it gets shit. I don't notice. According to Daru, CERN hasn't discovered our hacking either. The next problem is what will happen when we use the time leap machine. In order to compress a human's entire wealth of memory into the requisite 36 bytes, we have to borrow the LHC's black hole. Can't believe that CERN won't notice an unauthorized activation of the LHC. How do we keep them from finding us? We need a plan.
Oh, I guess I go back to grade school, can't I? I didn't have a phone back then.
Mary's still talking about the time leap.
But did this happen and it did happen?
You want to go back to your elementary school days? I know exactly how you feel. If you repeat elementary school with the knowledge you have now, you'll get top grades and have an easy time bending children to your will. Give me your lunch money, for I'm smarter than you.
Okay.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, and I thought maybe I could see Grandma again.
Oh, it's okay. I can't. I see. I'm afraid that's not possible. Muri's grandmother passed away when Muri was in elementary school.
Yeah, it's too bad, but I guess I don't really need to see her. I still remember her words, her smile, and her wrinkly hand patting my head.
Oh, it's so sweet.
So even if I don't see her again, I'm okay. What I really want is to see little old Green again.
Ha! Back then, I was already a scientist without equal, towering above the other children.
It seems like he probably hasn't changed much since he was a kid. Still has that very childlike fantasies in his mind.
You're all to be blamed for desiring to meet the child prodigy who would one day be feared. It's a great mad scientist, Yoin Kilma.
I don't want to meet Yoey, what's his face. I want to meet Oak Green.
I'm your Nkoma. What's happened always will be. Mary just doesn't get it. So I disregard her comment. Anyway, there's no point. You haven't matured at all since that time, so nothing would change if you went back to elementary school anyway.
Hey, it's not true. Mishi's all grown up now. I got boobs.
That's the only thing that's grown. The only thing that's grown is how much you eat. And your breast size.
That's what I said. That's not true. Mishi's a real woman now.
Real woman. I kind of want to hear the details, but she probably doesn't know what she's talking about.
Besides, I think Green's the one who hasn't changed since then.
Isn't that what I said? I was already a mad genius mad scientist when you met me. Ah! Shock yours just me, Claire. Shut up. Shut up and give me your money. Guess this isn't the best place for a maniacal laughter. Better get those parts and back to the lab, and then I can laugh all I want. There's your shopping and come out in front of the station. By the way, Miri, have you not been working recently?
Working? You mean at Levelween?
Of course, Makeween Blessed Neon Square doesn't exist in the current wholesome Akiba.
Gummy Mouse coming up, so I'm taking a few days off. I've got costumes to make.
How many costumes are you making this year?
3, one for Kaeda-chan, one for Fubuki-chan, and then there's one for Luka-chan.
Wonder if Lukaku is still refusing to wear it. I can hardly blame him. I mean, however cute he looks, he's still like, wait. No, wait. That was before that we said the email. Lukaku's a girl, I guess. Not confusing. Yes, now I can make babies with her. Babies.
Ah, it's Moeka-san.
What? Nah. Look where Miri is burning and see Moeka squatted by the staircase, staring hard at her cell phone. She looks more tired than last time I saw her. There are bags in her eyes and her hair is frayed. The density of her expression makes me hesitate to call her out to her. She'll probably just ignore me like that, like before. On the other hand, she's alive, mem. I can't just ignore her. Hey, Finger! Why the long face? Shining Finger!
Dodgeroom, Moeka-san, what are you doing here?
Moeka doesn't look up. She mutters something that I can't make out. Are you listening? You got a problem? You have a problem, the insane mad scientist Young Gemma will gladly assist. But be warned, by the time I'm through, Yokiba will be an ocean of blood. Ah. Moeka suddenly jerks upright as if poked with an electric prod. Tilts her head and stares at me with wide eyes, and jumps to her feet and walks right up to me. The first time I see Moeka express such emotion. What is it? What's wrong? Doesn't speak. That hasn't changed. Then she looks down and starts typing on her phone. Guess I shouldn't be ready for a mail.
Doo-doo. What happened to the time machine, Moeka?
What do you mean? What happened?
We're still using it? Did you figure out how it works?
We don't fully understand it yet. We're in the middle of upgrading it.
It's amazing. This time we might even be able to time leap. What's the time leap? Tell me more now. Tell me more. I'm gonna fuck you in the streets.
Don't write anything about it. Otherwise, we'll have to expel you from the lab. Moeka shakes her head violently. Guess she won't write an article. Hacking of CERN has uncovered a new possibility for the own wavelength exchange. It's a form of time travel made possible by borrowing CERN's equipment. Discovery will begin a new age of human civilization. No longer will men be slaves to time. Any future you desire can be yours. And history will record that we, the Feature Gadget Laboratory, changed the world forever.
Oh great, that was really confusing. You lost me, Yushi.
How can you not be moved by my speech? I'm talking about becoming legends here. Moeka bites her lip and types out a mail irritation. She grabs my arm and digs in her fingernails. It hurts. Ow! Unhand me! Moeka does not listen. What?
What's a time leap?
Time leap is a way to send your memories into the past. Ow! Found a way to make that possible. Soon we can complete the machine and become the undisputed lords of time.
Okarin came up with the idea, and Christian knows how to do it. Dara-kun's helping. Yushi no Green are shopping.
Moeka suddenly releases me. Her eyes are blank, unfocused. She squats down on the spot just as we found her. She seems entirely drained of energy and will.
Are you okay, Moeka-san? Do you feel sick? That's amazing. You made a real breakthrough. Congratulations. When will it be finished?
Why does she seem drained of energy? Is this like, is she also from the future? Is she like, is this like going in down a timeline that she's afraid would happen or something? Can't be sure. There will be several problems remaining. If they don't give us too much trouble, I guess we'll have it done in a week. Okay, we can't do anything until they're solved. Everything is the choice of Steins, Kate. I have faith there exists a path to success. And once the doors open, the chaos which I have so long shall at last descend upon the earth. Trumpets will sound from the highest heavens, and the final battle, Ragnarok, will begin.
Who are you fighting, O'Green?
The organization, of course. The rule must end once and for all.
Wow, don't do anything dangerous, okay?
Miss Murius, just don't worry about me. Oh? Look, his lip curved into a smile. She rises to her feet unsteadily, then staggers off into the crowd. It's like she's forgotten about us completely. Your and I can only watch her go. There's an indescribable aura about her that holds us back.
What do you think is wrong with Moeka-san?
I've known she was kind of strange ever since I met her, but this... She's escaped a mental patient. She's an escaped mental patient or something. Not that her insanity can possibly compare to mine. For I saw nothing less than total and absolute chaos.
What? Now O'Green's acting weird. He is worried.
Maybe she looks scared, so I ceased my diabolical laughter for a few minutes earlier than I planned. I was gonna do that for a few minutes? It does. It seems like she's like shit, this is not what I wanted to have happen, right? Like, oh, things are going exactly how they shouldn't be going, or something. I don't know. God, there's so many questions. It's like so many things like, I don't know what is going on with some of these characters. Like, I think I'm sort of figuring out Suzuha, but I really don't know who, like, Moeka would be. She's supposed to be John Teeter, but I don't know. Afterwards, Mirai and I go our separate ways. She apparently has to deliver a costume to her friend Fubuki. When I return to the lab with my spoils of war, something much surprising, though not too surprising come to think of it, catches my eye.
Ha!
Gracie was on the computer. As soon as she notices I've returned, she quickly closes the window on the screen.
Hey, think you could knock?
This isn't your room. Besides, I'd be a fool to knock. There could be assassins lying in ambush. Are you looking at porn?
Assassins here? Are you stupid?
Anyway, Christina, what were you looking at just now, I don't know the answer, of course. I caught a glimpse of the screen before she closed it. Oh, the ad channel stuff, right?
I was doing research. Ooh, the Bulls.
Well, maybe Happy Day.
Look at John and Galena John praised me for the cosplay I made them. I'm really happy.
Yay! Fubuki-chan. Who? You never mentioned them before. Yeah, she did earlier.
I mentioned to you before, you silly nugget.
Looks like she plans to continue this charade. Drop my bags and go to the computer.
Stay back!
I slip past Gracie's blacking arms and restore the minimized window. Oh, the Committee of 13. What? Is that just some bullshit conspiracy theorists made up? It's their story if they had some evidence, but all they did was lumping every conspiracy together. That's just chuny bullshit. It's unreal. I want FPS to drool in my eye until I faint. I want Persona FES to drool in my eye. Do I? This is actually written out. This is actually written out pretty well, unlike some of the other images. Actually, now I think about all of the at channel image text looks like it was proofread.
Got a problem? Hey, what's with this awful, ruffle laughter?
Have no fear, Christina, or should I call you at Chandler Chris?
Don't call me that.
I already knew. That's right. I realized long ago you were not Chandler. You can't hide from me. You reek of at channel corruption.
How rude. I make sure to apply light perfume every day.
Fool, that's not what I meant. I'm talking about the scent of your soul. Your very fucking demon soul.
My soul? What's that supposed to mean? Explain.
Why? So you couldn't learn how to hide it?
Shut up! Just explain already.
There's nothing to explain. You use at channel memes in conversation. I've had to be stupid not to notice.
Feels bad, man.
That's an at channel meme too. Your soul is tainted with the essence of that channel. You cannot hide it. Not in such close proximity to another who uses that channel memes in actual conversation. Your souls resonate.
That's it. It's all Hashina's fault.
But it's cute how you try to hide it, Chandler Chris.
Don't call me that!
She glares at me hard. If looks could kill. She has no sense of humor at all. I should be more careful in the future. But I don't understand. You were raised in America, so how are you so familiar with that channel?
can browse that channel from America. Can I say more?
Ah, I get it. Living in an English-only environment made you hungry for Japanese. But you have to resort to @channel. I mean, if you believe the pseudo-intellectuals in the media, browsing @channel is like reading scribbles on the bathroom wall.
Sure, it's not the friendliest place, but I couldn't find anywhere that felt more Japanese. Anyway, can I ask a favor?
What is it? Frieza turns away and mumbles something. Her voice is so low I can't make it out. You have something to say. Say it. Her turns bright red, but her subtle expression doesn't change.
Don't tell anyone else about this.
What difference does it make? Dara's the most hardcore @channel who ever lived, and Miuri's an otaku too. Even I browse @channel regularly. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Just boldly write hobbies, browsing @channel on your resume.
Not a chance, you idiot!
What? You mean you'd rather post anchors or on VIP? What's that? To link a specific post on a message board usually as a reply. On @channel, this is done by typing in post number. Sometimes people engage in anchor play, a game where a poster leaves a decision to whomever posted indicated with the indicated post number, usually chosen 20 to 30 post beforehand. For example, greater than 1,000 gets to name my firstborn. Oh, okay. @channel's news flash VIP board, although ostensibly for the discussion of news and stories, is currently dominated by adult chat threads. Oh, okay.
God, I hate myself for understanding those words.
Well, whatever. If it will help you focus on the time leak machine, I'll keep your secret for now. So it's just a matter of time before you make another mistake and reveal your true colors.
You don't have to worry about me. Remember that I represented my entire laboratory when we presented our research, even though there were men twice my age on the project. I'm an expert at dealing with people. I'll have no trouble keeping it a secret.
Null-po. What, though, does that mean, oh? An old @channel term, first seen on the programming board in 2003. Null-po is a short for null pointer exception, which is an error seen in the Java programming language. When someone announces null-po, the correct response is to smack them on the head and say, "Gah!" Gah!
No!
Rita's face gets even redder, and then she falls into her hand and knees in defeat. Ors. I know what that one is. It looks like a little person with it. Looks like a little person bent over, slaps her over like, no, I failed. Because I thought @channel is in her blood and bones and boobs. She doesn't have a prayer. As night falls, I have new mail.
Huh? I told you before, remember? We met at an event now, we're cosplay buddies. John's a university student studying the Sengoku period. She has a super nice figure. Fubuki John's the same age as Miyushi, and it's kind of boyish, but she's really sexy. She's really sexier in her Sierra cosplay.
I got an attachment. Hey! Oh my god, what the? Wow! That is some serious nippage you got going on there. Apparently I don't believe in bras in this show. Is that actually her friend, or that's the anime she's talking about, right? Oh my god, seriously, lay her fucking sticking out. It must be cold as balls in there. Thanks for the porn. I'll look at it later. As night fell, we tried to activate the one waiting for such a change, but as expected, a discharge phenomenon did not occur. Mary's at her sewing machine putting some finishing touches on a costume. She got back earlier this evening after delivering a different costume to her friend Fubuki-chan. She's been working on this costume ever since. Come to think of it, she usually heads home around 7 or 8, but today she's still hard at work. Mary, go home before it gets too late. Your parents will worry.
It's okay. I'm gonna stay the night.
Really? Never done that before.
Yep, I already told Mom and Dad.
Are you staying to work on your costume?
It will be done in time for Kobe Ma if I don't.
Surprised your parents let you stay. Met her parents any number of times. They're as ditzy as Miuri. Still, I don't think they'd appreciate their underage daughter staying overnight in this dirty lab. Must be my overwhelming charisma. No, wait, that makes me sound like a good person, so that can't be it. Of course, Miuri's parents are so afraid of my insanity, they just sent me their only daughter as a hostage.
Reported.
Greaser calls out from the development room. She's been tinkering with the phone wave and such a change, but I guess she was listening.
What would you do if I called the cops on you?
I unleash my right arm on traitors, Christina. The dragon of the darkness flame lurks within my very soul.
Yeah, shouldn't be you, whatever. I told Mom and Dad that Chris John would be here, and then they said okay. Wait, so I have to stay too? Yep, don't you have to work on the phone wave? I guess, but I don't relish the thought of spending the night here. At least not with a certain somebody around.
Environment matters, Christina. This is a place of science and research, so you should have no trouble concentrating your work. Trust the great Owen Kilba. I've always got your back. Also, it may surprise you to learn that I've equipped this lab with a system that stimulates brain function. So
So if you were ever wondering where my incredible genius comes from, now you know. It's because I sleep in this room every night.
The stimulation system of yours, I assume it's been dumping toxic waste in your brain?
You sound like an environmentalist, zombie.
Miyoshi knows. You're talking about that, right?
He usually comes out with the development room and check what Miura is pointing at.
This air freshener? Agree said the smell makes you smarter. Keep on it, Akiba. Oh, when was that?
About 6 months ago. It was on sale for 500 yen.
I'm starting to think even you don't believe this.
I'm starting to
I'm starting to think you don't believe the stuff you say. Besides, the air freshener's empty.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. Komi-ma.
Is Miyoshi okay? Tell her to have fun at Komi-ma for me. I don't think I can go this year, Leon. I just don't have the energy, yeah. I'm completely burned out. I can hear her voice shouting, "Get up, Joe, yeah. Someone save me. The car is collapsing, yeah. Yeah, someone save me."
Okay. What happened? Is the organization attacking? I'm coming. I will come over there and make babies with you. Yeah, when I went to buy the replacement packs, they had already stopped selling them.
Well, whatever. I was planning to stay either way. I'll join you, Miura-san. Really? That's great. On one condition, NicoB leaves.
Me leave? I practically live here. This lab was promised to me by Steins gates, the dwelling of my place of my soul.
We girls are staying here overnight, so you filthy boys need to show respect. Your home isn't even far from here, right? Green lives close to Miyoshi, Ikigabakuro. Why, that's less than 30 minutes by train. Anyway, I'm not going to need your help tonight, so just go home like a good boy, okay?
But I refuse.
What? Are you planning to molest us?
Shut up, Mongolian spot!
I don't have a Mongolian spot. When did you see my ass anyway? I mean, my butt.
I can't leave two young girls here alone. Minors need guardians.
But Green's a minor too.
I'll make 20 in less than a year and a half. And in other words, Steins has decided that I am an adult. You all suck.
I'm pretty sure that makes you a minor just like us. Question, I don't think Oak Green would do anything bad. I mean, we've been together for more than 10 years. He hasn't molested me once.
She says with a totally straight face.
He hasn't molested me, which is good.
Yeah, I know, that's good. Oh my god. I'm curious gonna be like, what?
But he took you hostage, didn't he? Yep, actually I'm still his hostage. We should kick him out of the room.
Ha! I sigh deeply and place a hand on my forehead. You disappoint me, Christina.
This lab is a place of science. We're above such petty concerns as sex. If you must speak of these vulgarities, then I'll have to...
Oh, whoopsies. I said the wrong person. When I see somebody's expression on their face change, I assume, okay, they're the person talking now, you know? But sometimes their expression changes to somebody else talking. It's a lab of science. We're above such petty concerns as sex. You must speak of these vulgarities. I'll ask you and your Mongolian spot to leave. So that was enough to convince Karisu. Gives me a fine gesture. She returns to the development room. Ah, so Christina really does have a birthmark on her butt.
No!
I worked at the phone waiting in such a change for about an hour. I had to the convenience store to buy dinner. Dara hasn't showed his face at all today. He must be busy with the part-time job. I still don't know what he's doing exactly. Probably something that utilizes his super hacker skills. And I still hope he steers clear of the law. While walking, I skim that channel on my phone. Tito hasn't shown up lately. I think it's been a week since his last appearance. I've been reluctant to contact him ever since he called me the Messiah in his last email. That was about the same time he stopped posting. Now, channel's denizens are busy slandering Teeter. The majority opinion is that he ran away. I wonder where Teeter went. I tried emailing him the other day, but he hasn't replied. His disappearance is especially worrying now that I think he might be Suzua's dad. I need to contact him somehow. Then a mail arrived and I answered it.
Oh no. No. Oh god, I'm afraid to click on it. Okay, ready? I'm scared now, don't you hear me?
You know too much. Oh god! Ah!
Oh god, another attachment?
Oh, Jesus! It feels as if a cold hand struck my spine. Oh my god! Is that a child's severed head? I hug myself, shuddering at the sight. I delete the email immediately. It's happening again. This is bad. Really bad. This is a threat. This is sent by the organization by CERN. CERN know what we've been doing. Should I report to the police? But I can't. I just deleted it. In any case, the picture alone probably wasn't enough to get the police involved. So maybe I should talk to someone. But who? The girls. I can't worry them with this. I'm an adult here. After all, we're Moika. No, she may be lying, but she's acting weird lately. I'm gonna tell her about this. She won't be of any use. So, has her father to worry about. I guess at least Daru. We find out whether CERN has discovered our hacking.
What would CERN do if they found out, I wonder? They wouldn't have us killed, would they? That was like a disembodied child's head. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Despite my efforts to convince myself that this is just a prank, my feet hurry back to the lab. Ha! Burst in the lab, gasping for air, and quickly locked the door behind me. Finally, I catch my breath. But then I realized that something's wrong. Mir and Kurisu aren't here. Did they go home? Their bags are still here. The lights are still on. The door, when I entered just now, it was unlocked. Would they be so careless? The memory of that threatening email fills me with fear. Don't tell me, were they kidnapped? Who took them? The organization? CERN? Then I hear a noise. It's at the shower. The lab has a shower inside the dressing room. There's no bath. We can't use sports such luxuries. It's too small to fit more than one person inside. Now I hear the sound of water running. What the? I recall the famous scene from Hitchcock's Psycho. Yeah. No! Fresh blood mixing with the water and flowing down the drain. Corpses of two girls sprawled naked out on the tile. The second those images flashed through my head, I slam open the door to the shower. Oh God! Oh God! Is everyone okay? Oh! Snap, crackle, pop! Oh! 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 Booty! Oh! Fan service for NicoB. Fan service. Kiss me Yuri's booty. Carice's naked. Why are they showering together? Really? Why are they showering at the same time? Yo, what are you doing? Yeah, no biggie, old green. Through the steam, I see the wet, naked bodies of the two girls. Mira squats down with Kurisu bashfully twisting her body, trying to hide her unmentionables. Are their faces red because of the heat? Or... Phew, you're still alive. Alright, well, I'm gonna come in and join you now. I have the cold sweat off my brow and sigh deeply. Don't scare me like that. What are you guys doing packed into that tiny shower anyway? Really shoots me a deadly glare. Get out, you perv! Whoa! I dodge a bar soaked into my face and quickly flee the dressing room. Well, I suppose that was all my fault. Mushy said, I feel kind of dirty. You're gonna regret this. I'll never forgive you. Damn it. It was just a small misunderstanding. I mean, why the hell did they decide to take a shower together? Well, they knew I was coming right back. Like they wanted to be seen. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. Kurisu especially. After all that talk about not wanting to spend the night with me, she sure dropped her guard awfully fast. They're just like it was me who walked in on them. What had it not been the organization? They need to get serious. We're fighting over our lives here. By the way, I didn't see my golden spot Kurisu's butt, naturally. But I did see something else. Hot diggity doo da day. Anyway, how much longer are they going to shower? Looking at that clock, it was already more than 15 minutes since I got back. They railing at me a few minutes ago, but now I hear laughter and happy squeals coming from the shower room. Like they're having a good time. Hey, wow, I gotta say, Japanese girls are really comfortable having. I don't know. I've asked this before, but like, is it really like that? Like, I don't know. Even like even friends or something, just like showering naked like that together. I don't know. I'm really weird about that, personally, but maybe it's just a cultural thing. They get along almost like sisters.
Well, Chris, John, you're so slim. But Mira, your breasts are so big. I'm jealous.
They're checking each other out, aren't they? Wow, was that in my head, or were they actually saying that? Now, thank God I have photographic memories. In my head, I call up the memory of what I saw in the shower. Wet hair, beads of water glistening on their soapy skin, round, full treasure hidden by conveniently placed steam. Wow, that steam is so convenient. I put my phone to my ear. It's me. We have a problem. I'm under attack from Mongolian Spot and Ditzy sisters. They're going directly after my sanity and my penis. A bold move against the same bad side as Young Kyoma. The strongest offense I've encountered so far. I realize now the vulnerability itself can be a powerful weapon. They're pulling out all the stops. I don't think my pants can take it. My pants can't take this kind of boner. Given a temptation. Nonsense. I can never do that. They're fellow lab members. My loyal assistant and childhood friend. Must I, is it truly the will of Steins gift that I give in, that I raise my hand against my closest companions? If so, how cruel the fates be. Hell, sigh, con, go, I must look at whore. After a moment to collect myself, put away my phone. I need some air. I need something. Today's a past since Kurisu and Mira came to stay. During that time, Dara and I have done our best to support Kurisu's work on the phone wave needs to change. According to Daru, it should be easy to use the LHC to generate black holes for our use. Black holes form at the proton collision point where the lifter is installed and exist for only a few seconds before evaporating. During those few seconds, CERN throws a human into the singularity. We use those few seconds too. Gravity of the black hole compresses matter to infinite density. CERN uses the lifter to keep the compression under control, but we don't want that. We're going to dial CERN's lifter down. It's not so much that it endangers the world, of course, but enough to compress our memory data to under 36 bytes. Dara has been coding the necessary program. As for me, I've been searching for our own lifter, the unknown device that pumps electrons through the phone wave in such exchange keeps our black hole open. Carissa couldn't find anything that could serve as our lifter inside the microwave, so it must be something on the outside. We're not sure what that could be, and so far we have no idea where to start looking. Yesterday I consulted Dara about that threatening email, but Dara insisted there's no way CERN could have discovered his hacking yet. Why was it like a headless child? Like, oh my god. Of course, I had him making doubly sure we hadn't been tracked. His tests became back clean. I understand he's confident in his skills, and I trust him. Dara says they hadn't found out, and they haven't. Somehow knowing that does not ease my anxiety. Friday, and although we still haven't solved the lifter problem, Greasy was just about done with the time leak machine. And I've got more mail. Nikako! Summer plans.
Have you gone to any of the festivals or fireworks shows this summer? Maybe you have plans to go with me or John later. Because I did 22 practice swings on my diary.
Fireworks show, Miuri. Fireworks show. No, too crowded. I'm being checked by the organization, remember? Last thing I need is a knife in my back. Actually, that means it's time for her to give me something else to worry about.
For the final adjustments, we need to use the phone wave.
I groaned. In other words, we have to cause the electrical discharge phenomenon. There's a risk involved. A risk called Mr. Braun. Because we know the discharge phenomenon caused the entire building to shake. Last time Mr. Braun threatened to raise our rent if it happened again. Risu and I, Dara, look at me.
It's up to you, Ocarine.
Take care of it.
In other words, you're sending me to die.
Your sacrifice will allow us to complete the time leap machine.
Besides, you're always the one who talks to the boss for us.
Maybe it's time for you to put your lives on the line.
I can't. That girl works there hates me.
Fine, but hear this. I will not die. Like the immortal phoenix, I will return, no matter how many times it takes. With that said, I hit down to the handle things with Mr. Braun. Sounds epic.
Don't die, okay?
As fast as the lounge mirror looks up from her costume to see me off. I'm gonna die. Hey, everybody's here. When I step into the store, Mr. Braun, Suzua, and the Chipmunk are watching some comedy show on the massive 42-inch CRT. Watching TV at noon without a customer in sight looks like a business as usual at Braun Tube Workshop. Did he say workship? It did! There's a typo. At the Braun Tube Workship. Oh, maybe that wasn't... no, I doubt that was intentional. Sup, Kyrie and Tall? Raise my hand in response to Suzua's greeting. Chipmunk, I quickly hides behind her father when she sees me. I see you're as busy as ever. Akabe, buy a CRT. No thanks, I'm not some kind of retro TV otaku. I'd rather buy an LCD. Around the store as I answer. I just thought of something. Like CERN's Large Hadron Collider, the phone waving selector chain must have some electron feed to keep the black hole open. CERN calls this feed the lifter. We still haven't figured out what it is, nor what it could be acting as a substitute lifter in our time machine. What if? Yes! Remember to somewhere is in this shop. Yes! Yes, you're figuring out! Wherever it must be is in close proximity to the phone wavelength exchange. It couldn't work otherwise, and the Broad Tube Workshop is located directly below the lab. Could our lifter be a CRT? Yes! Yes! You've been having a lot of girls over lately, haven't you? Just the usual members.
I was over there the other day.
Invite me next time, huh? I want to talk to some young girls for a change.
Daddy, that's dirty.
No, it isn't. It's, marketing. Yeah, I'm looking for new customers. Check out this scary-looking guy trying desperately to explain himself to his daughter. Hilarious.
What do you mean for a change? You talk to me every day, you ding-dong doodly.
Komima.
My life has no meaning. It's all gone now. No one will look at me anymore. What can I do? If I shout, no one can hear. My voice can reach the one most important. I walk alone through dusty gray streets forever pounded by lukewarm rain. Such is the fate of the defeated. Still, Ferris is here. Someone find me.
What chuny nonsense! If you want attention, come to the lab. You're not here for you, silly goober. Get a grip. Not even I'm that chuny. You're not young. So that's the same age as Dara and I, which makes her older than Miuri or Kurisu.
You say something, Makama and Taro?
Only the truth. Nah, your father's happy as long as he has you, okay?
Yep, I know, but don't say dirty things anymore, okay?
It's a promise. Then he joins Pinkies with his daughter. Damn, Mr. Braun, you're way off character. Shut up, I'm Mega Diesel. Roid rage. How's a guy like him produce a daughter like that? I is one of the kindest, gentlest girls I've ever met. I don't know why she's so afraid of me, though. Anyway, I came to explain that the building's about to shake. How do I avoid having my head ripped off? How many more earthquakes do you think this building can handle? No, that's way too obvious. Nick earthquake is coming. My magic eye, Regensteiner, has seen it in the future. Escape while you still can. Yeah, that might work.
Hey, did she give me your stay over yesterday?
Yeah.
So, McKissick Reese stayed too?
Yeah, they're both upstairs.
Oh.
So his hostility towards Greasy hasn't abated. And how are you doing?
Huh?
Are you feeling better?
Oh, yeah, I guess. The search continues.
Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this about, part-timer?
I searched for my dad. I told you before, remember?
All right, go find your old man, NicoB. Why does he think he can boss me around? Huh, naturally, Suzu's a fellow lab member. Leave it to us. Suzu looks at me with a smile that shines through the gloom filling the room.
Cover and tall is the same age. Sometimes you seem a lot older. You really know how to get people straight.
That's the first time anyone said that to me. It makes me kind of happy. Of course, I am the great hero in Kilma. Chipmunk cowers in tears. I unveil my madness. I can see tears pooling in her eyes. Oh no. I guess my aura is just too powerful for a grade school girl to endure. NicoB, next time you're scared now, I'll kill you. Sorry.
Come here, sick.
Suzu takes my arm, leads me away from the Tenojis who have gone back to watching TV.
I just want to say, be circumspect in your dealings with Mikisa Kurisu.
What? Circumspect? Why can't you just say careful like a normal person? Not that I have one to talk. It's a kid. Are you just being paranoid? Suzu shakes her head firmly.
No, her perniciousness has been proven.
Perniciousness? She's saying Kurisu is dangerous. There's something strange about the way Suzu was talking. It's not just her fondness for uncommon words. There's something else. Something...
Her genius is a threat. At heart, she only cares about her experiments.
Suzu's eyes are hard and her voice is as cold as ice. I can tell that she means every word she says.
Listen to me. She's using you all. Mikisa Kurisu is connected to Sir.
What? No, that's impossible. Sir is our enemy. Our enemy. If Dara's hacking is discovered, I have no doubt they will do everything in their power to destroy us. How can Kurisu be connected to Sir? You're saying that she's a spy. Suzu nods firmly.
The credit for inventing the time machine was hers.
Again, Suzu's words sound strange in my ear, but I still can't place my finger on why.
Don't let your guard down.
On the creating the time machine. Oh, I see. So she ends up taking credit for what NicoB does, or at least taking credit for it. Even the stuff that he did too. I mean, she does help. She did help out, but so did NicoB. She's saying something that makes it sound like she's from the future, right? Like the time machine in the future are decided, or has already been made. So I think that's why he's confused. Like, wait, how does she know that? I don't believe it. Saw Kreese's anger when she learned about what CERN had been doing. She called their acts of betrayal of scientists everywhere. How can someone with such pure love of science be connected to CERN? But what if what Suzu says is true? Ah! Could she be the one who sent that threatening email? I suspected Moeka, but...
Yeah!
Suddenly the ground starts to shake. Oh my god, they're running the thing already? Did you start the experiment? But I haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet! Damn it, it's too soon! NicoB! Sure enough, veins on Mr. Braun's forehead swell in response to shaking. How many times I have to tell you not to shake the building? If you girls don't know, I ain't letting you off. Your rent's going up. Wait, Mr. Braun, this isn't our doing. It's an earthquake. My magic eye, Regensteiner predicted this would happen. An earthquake? You think I'll fall for that? The string gets more tense, knocking over a CRT. Braun Tube-Jaw, no! Crap, I can't talk my way out of this. NicoB, you bastard! Mr. Braun clearly wants to snap my neck like a twig, but he elects to protect his Gray's treasure, the 42-inch CRT instead. He grabs the remote and switches it off, then grabs hold of the TV and hangs on for dear life.
Ah, there we go. It's the big 42-inch CRT. That's what's doing it. And the moment he turns it off, the moment the shaking stops.
Is it over?
Looks like it.
Wait, it's over? I can't really set it the roll. I'll take the remote from the dazed Mr. Braun's hand. Press the red power button. Void 2 instantly comes to life. I stare at the image on the screen and smile. Ah! Yep. There she hides. What's wrong? I've done it! I've done it! This is the lifter! It's so obvious. Why didn't I see it before? Even NicoB fucking B figured that shit out. You're damn right I did. Of course, it's supposed to be the work of Steins. It chose this moment for a reason.
The hell are you laughing about, NicoB? You're scaring my daughter. I'm raising your rate, you hear? And you're paying for that CRT.
Hello, science! Silence, please, Mr. Braun. This is the most glorious moment, for I've just been chosen as the ruler of all space and time. Wah! Gah! Stars explode behind my head as Mr. Braun drives his fist into the top of my head. The world spins. I struggle to hold my shaken braid, and I die. You dare lay hands on the grate?
Got something to say?
Well then, Mr. Braun, put it on my tab. With that, I fly out of the workshop. Ah! Oh my god. Alright guys, well, I think I'm gonna end here for now. I'm glad he's finally figured it out. I thought that's probably what it was gonna end up being. It seemed like the only thing that would make any sense, but anyway, like if you enjoy, subscribe now, become a picky penguin aboard the SSLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. Until next time guys, stay classy.